Hi everyone, I am Kim with Abundant Life Tarot. I am starting a little early today just to make sure I can cover everything um, in a timely way. So welcome to my May month in review. And I'm also going to combine my June ALT Abundant Life Tarot updates with this live as well. Do it all in one fell swoop. So I think I have a lot to cover in my May month in review, and then my June updates, just a few things. So I'll give it a couple of minutes. I know I am several minutes early, but like I said, I was just biting at the bit to get on live. So I'll be sharing my screen from time to time and showing you guys some different things that the different things I've been getting into in May. So we'll be doing that as well. All right. Well, let's do the updates first, since it's just easier to get that stuff out of the way and then move into my favorite things for May. So this is actually still in May, but I'm going to put it for my June updates. That's Tarothon 2021. And yours truly is going to be presenting the heart of the matter. And I think that you'll have to check your time zones, because I could tell you what time it'll be for me. I could tell you what time it is for, I think it's British summertime is the time zone we're going based off. So that's 8 p.m. British summertime, so time zone. And I'm in the Atlantic time zone. So that'll be 3 o'clock p.m. on Sunday, May 30th. And I'm super excited. This is my first time being on Tarothon. And I just can't wait to have good times with you guys. It's going to be fun. I love being in a learning environment with like-minded people who love and is passionate about tarot like I am. And we get to learn and grow together. I miss Northwest Tarot Symposium and that's like a tarot conference that happened in Portland. I miss it because of the collective learning experience that we get, that we have. And of course, the passion of the cards. But because of all that happened with the pandemic and changes with the people who actually put on the Tarot Symposium, they're relocating and whatnot. So there's going to be a change. It's going to be a while before Northwest Tarot Symposium. We call it NEWTS. Let me just stop trying to say the whole thing. NEWTS. They will be probably doing that, I want to say next year, 2022 in the fall. I could be wrong. But I do plan to go. I do plan to make it there. I think it's very important to foster community, whether it's face-to-face, whether it's how we mainly do, which is virtual. It's just so important to me. And, I like being around you guys, probably the most. The most. All right, so Tarothon. Check me out on May 30th, okay? Support. Share, watch the replay. There will be a replay of The Heart of the Matter, which is going to touch upon love readings and doing love readings and some tips and considerations and whatnot, and some little spreads to help us along our way. So it's going to be fun. Okay, so let's move on here to the Tarot Study Group. So Tarot Study Group has the Hudu Tarot Study coming up, which is officially starting next Friday, June 4th, 2021. So I will be doing a live. I will be actually setting or scheduling it and setting the thumbnail, etc. In the next few days or so to announce like what time it's going to be. I'm super excited about it. the group, the Facebook group is growing with cool people, and I appreciate each and every one of you. We've been having some really cool and helpful and thoughtful posts already, and I'm just excited for what's to come with our group, with this particular tarot study group. The Hercrafters Tarot study is officially wrapping up. I mean, we did a wrap-up party, but I still had a couple of more videos I wanted to do for it. I just published the Adelitas, the Knights of the Hercrafters Tarot. Published that, and that was published yesterday. So if you've been following along on the Hercrafters Tarot study group journey, then that's a new video that speaks to the Knights. And I will be doing the Queens or the Madres, and the Kings, the Curanderas. So yeah, I'll be doing that. Hi, Blue Crescent Tarot. Hey. Thank you for joining me. So yes, so I will be putting those out throughout, like probably there's just what, 2 more videos for Hercrafters Tarot, and that'll be somewhere in June. But the Hoodoo Tarot, well, that's starting on the 4th, but then it's probably really going to kick into high gear on Monday, the following Monday, when we start doing our activities. And I'm so excited. People have been printing the little spreadsheet that I created and putting it into really cool journals. I'm jealous because I don't have a printer yet, and I'm trying to be green on an island. So I don't know if I'm going to get a printer soon, but I'm jealous. But I'm so happy and so juiced that you guys are juiced about it. So join us. You don't have to join the Facebook group to be a part of it. Obviously, I'm going to be putting content here specifically catered towards the tarot study group. I have to clear my throat. And Instagram. I keep saying I'm going to be more active there. So there will be a presence on Instagram. There'll be, certainly go to my website if nowhere else. You never know what could happen out in these YouTube streets on, like with channels, you just never know. So if ever in question about what's up with me, my website will always have the information. And that's whether it's tarot study group, I will always have a presence there. I always believe in putting your content on your website first, having different backups, because, you never know. Channel, it's not, sometimes it'll just be videos that get deleted or there's problems or copyright stuff and channels get taken down. And I've only had like one encounter so far with that. So I just try to just be like, let me just be better safe than sorry. So, but I want to play with my Instagram folks with this tarot study group thing too. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie, the Facebook group is my happy place. I'm old school. I'm still getting used to Instagram. Okay, so moving on to Abundant Life Tarot Academy, the lectures. So I'm doing my lectures for my course, the Choosing Your Next Deck, Curating Your Collection. I will start resuming those sometime in June as well. I'm on lesson 6, but I got to put it together. All this takes work, y'all. Like preparing for Tarot-thon, that takes work. Getting the Hudu Tarot study up and going, that takes work. And so it's fun work for me because it's something I totally am passionate about and I love sharing and giving. But whoa, like between the client readings, the house building out here, the living in smaller quarters, which apparently I'm kind of a diva about, I have to say. So, yeah, it's been a lot. It's just been a lot, but in an exciting way. I like creation. I like creating different things and facilitating and being a part of a community and helping them grow. It's like, because it helps me grow. And, but yeah, I don't know. But the lectures I enjoy as well because I might have additional thoughts to some of the coursework to choosing your next deck. Okay, so that course could have, I think it has 10 lessons, but it's probably going to have about a total of like 8 lectures. And so I'm on the 6th lesson. And then I'll probably do a couple more. Once we get to what I call our capstone, our deck philosophy creation. We're going to create a deck philosophy together if we haven't already done that. So more to come on that. I've talked a lot about the Choosing Your Next Deck course. It is free on my website. All right, readings, doing readings like I mentioned before. They're my regulars, bless you, my beautiful regulars. They went through a cycle now of just booking with me this month. It's so funny. It's like they're all now kind of in sync and they all book themes at the same time. But I've managed to keep my turnaround times really, really good. And I'm proud of myself for that, happy about that. So that's in my Etsy shop where you can get readings with me at Abundant Life Shop or on my website, abundantlifetarot.com, book a session. So I've been doing readings with my clients, but I've also been doing hotlines, which has been a fun adventure. I picked up a second hotline, and it's interesting. I'll just say that it's fun, it's interesting. It's like, so it's a different kind of vibe than what I do for my clients who come through my website and come through my Etsy doors. But it's nevertheless great, side income to support. If you are working a full-time job, it's helpful to kind of have extra money to do other things. Like for me, I like to use the hotline money to kind of feed back into my business, to grow the business. So that's the main thrust of it. It's just, and it's fun. I like it. If I'm going to be doing some side work, it might as well be something I'm really passionate about. And tarot, I'm really passionate about. So, yes, what else? I'm doing another Cosmic Seer limited membership, like June 20th. It's going to coincide with the start of summer. But this is an abundance like membership, limited. It's like a 3-month membership under the Cosmic Seer level on my website. And more to come on that. I'm not going to go into it because I'm dying to get to my main favorite stuff. But just keep a lookout for that. I've had a few folks who did the last limited 3-month membership that I did for New Year's readings. And so this is the next 3-month limited membership is surrounding attracting abundance and living an abundant life and etc. And how you do that, how you can do that personally. And of course we use the cards and it's a coaching session / reading. So yeah, keep a lookout for it. Okay, there will be a giveaway announcement on the live for the Hudu Tarot study group next Friday. So there's going to be a giveaway announcement. We've long overdue for a giveaway. I had to get myself situated out here and figure it out. How can I deliver a giveaway now that I'm not in my convenient California location where it's so easy to ship things, let me tell you. I'm not seeing, hold on guys. I hope I don't, well anyways, I'm gonna move on and then I will see if I can look at the comments because you know me. Sometimes I'm technically challenged. Okay. And that's it for the updates. So let's move on to my May month in review, which is formerly my May favorites. So we have YouTube first. Let's talk YouTube. So I watch quite a bit of YouTube now. More than probably more than ever before, I'd say. I mean, maybe not. I watch a lot of YouTube, but I wanted to talk about a couple of channels that I just really was just so delighted to watch. The first channel is Witchy Woo Woman, and she actually did a video on tarot collecting and reevaluating, and she offered some great tips. She did my course, yes, but she talked about different ways of how she's working through her reevaluation process of collecting decks. And I will put a link to that video in the description box. Actually, I just love watching her channel. I don't always get a chance to watch my magical woo-woo tarot kind of content because I'm watching stuff on, living in this new environment that I'm in, or I'm doing some like escaping. So I'm watching like trash, like reality TV commentators, I guess you call them. Like, so not a lot of time. I know it's ridiculous, but hey, we have to do what we got to do. But I want to look at let's see. Hold on. I'm going to show you guys. I was going to show you. Hold on a sec. I'm going to share my screen and bring up her channel. There she is. Okay, so let me go back to StreamYard. Okay, so I'm not going to play it, but just so you're like, you're in the right spot. Click on her video. It's really good, and it just reinvigorated me into just continuing my work on my collecting habits. There's some beautiful decks, like I always say, that are coming out, but what I love about how do I make it? Okay. What I love about this work that I've been doing with my deck collecting habits is just really slowing down and taking a moment and a breather to like say, okay, is this really a deck that I'm going to appreciate? Or is it going to really help me? Is it going to work for me in my reading practice? How is it going to work? Actually, so for example, what I got all excited about was Tarot of the Abyss by Victorian is finally dropping. Like, it's about to come out. I'm super duper excited about it. Okay, let me show you guys something. You guys probably already have seen it. Is it here? Uh-oh. Thought I had it here. Guess not. Hold on. Tarot. There we go. Let's just go to where let's go where I was at before. You just start typing and pre-filling and whatnot. It just pre-fills. So there you go. Let me share. I like sharing. All right. So Tarot of the Abyss on US Games. And I have been waiting forever. It had been on my wish list for a long time, but make sure I'm sharing. But I just thought it was going to take a long time for it to come out, and now it's coming out. And the truth of the matter is, I only have really one beloved black and white type of deck in my collection. I don't really have, um, I don't really have many because I'm kind of picky about them. But even the one that I have, which is the Lua Tarot, that one is a different medium than Anna Turian's, beautiful sketchings. And so it's going to go back on the wish list. I'm still going to do a deck interview, sit with it, see how I feel about bringing it into the collection. But it's gorgeous. I mean, it's absolutely gorgeous. Like I knew it would be. We saw this whole journey, and she's been so beautiful and open in sharing her process with the deck. So, I haven't been really having my radar open. It has to take a really special deck now for me to start to pay attention to if, this might be one I get. I have to be careful. And it's because I don't like waiting and being nervous about a deck coming across the seas. And I don't mind so much the shipping costs, although that does make it cost like prohibitive. But I'm even finding, guys, that the decks that came here, there's just still not enough time in the day to even really enjoy them, So adding to my collection just feels so excessive and really, quite frankly, unnecessary at this time. There are decks that have made their way to me, though. I'm not going to lie. But it's nice to be able to just have this space where I don't feel the pressure, don't feel the FOMO anymore. Like, it feels good. It feels good. All right, now I'm going to stop sharing. And hello, Project Refined Life. Hi, thank you for joining me. Yes, I like this live format for so many different reasons. I mean, everybody probably says that as a content creator, like, oh, there's no editing involved. There's no me like biting my nails, like especially out here now, like, oh, like you'll sometimes wait all night to upload a video at times if the internet's kind of spotty. I'm like, sorry guys, I'm looking to see if family members are coming, looking out the window. But it's very frustrating. Like, and then you wake up in the morning and it's failed upload, and you're like, what? Oh, hell no. So live is so much easier. It really is. Like, I was resisting, y'all. I was resisting live. But there can't be much more resisting. There cannot be. I actually like chatting with you guys, especially like discussing the things that I'm discussing with you. It makes sense. It just makes sense. There's some things though that I still I found just cumbersome, like doing the like unboxing the Tazama African Tarot. I wanted to do it in a live situation. It wasn't an unboxing; it was a walkthrough. But I still like to do it in a video format where the tripod's over here. And I know you totally can do that for live. I've been playing around with doing different setups. The problem is, guys, I'm in a dining room, and the other room that I film from is the master bedroom, and there's the angles of my lighting, my reading table, my everything. It's just off with the bed. It's just. So I had to be real with myself. Like, okay, there's some things to do lives for. Just do lives. Interact with your peoples. It's good for you to interact with your peoples. And then there's going to be some things I still do video. That's all. Live is much easier. Lives are so much easier. Yeah, I like it. And you know what? StreamYard, bless you. Bless StreamYard. Okay? Like, they make it, I just love it so much. I don't know. Some people probably have a love-hate relationship with it. Okay? Hello, my friend Ikali Sunflower. Thank you for joining. How are you guys doing today on this, well, I'm assuming it's this Friday. It's Friday for me at this point. I've sipped my pat. Let's see. Yeah, I agree. I know. I'd like to call her B as well. I was like, but I wanted to be appropriate and say her channel name. So, yeah. I do have some things I'm excited about to pre-record, but yeah, chatting is fun. So yeah, there's a time and a place. Show. All right, so I just had to mention about the Tarot of the Abyss because it's May still, and I got super excited. It just came out of the blue that I heard that she is done. I'm like, oh, okay. See, the old me, the old me. Well, y'all know. But it's going to be, I'm also vicariously living through y'all when you get new decks and then you post them up and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm getting all excited too. And I was like, I didn't know I could be satisfied from that. Is it as like, oh wow, I got a new deck at the doorstep? Well, no, but I'm not getting stuff delivered at my door. It's actually kind of a chore. I have to go down to my post office box. Now, that's not really a big deal. It's a small town. But I'm still very squeamish about driving out here. Very. So it is a thing for me to have to go get packages and stuff. But the Southern Oracle should be getting here probably tomorrow or Monday. And that was a very fast turnaround. It's like a week turnaround time. That's pretty damn good. But yeah. So I don't even get that excitement anymore of like when I was in Sacramento and then like the doorbell would ring and then it's like, oh, it's a package or 2 or 3 and oh my goodness, unboxing time. Let me sit down with my favorite beverage and sit with you guys, do my recording and stuff. No, it's just not like that. That part of that magic is gone. Like, oh, thank you. Yes. This, I forgot the name of the company, but I bought it on Amazon and I was scared as hell to order because I was like, it's like canvas and it's both sides. So it has all the tarot cards on both sides. I'm just in love with it. I'm in love with it. And so for me in a tiny space right now, and even when I get my office, I'm so excited about getting my own designated office again. Even when that happens, I'm still gonna find a way to have this in my mix. I just love it. I love it so much because it's very tan and neutral behind here. And I live in color, y'all. I live in color. So, okay, let's see what else. I digressed, didn't I? I was wanting to talk to you guys about that. Let me stop sharing that screen. But, oh, well, anyways, I'm getting ahead of myself. All right, so Witchy Woo Woman. I'll put the link in the description. Actually, I could probably, yeah, I'm going to share it now. Let me see. Can I do that? Can I go to the chat and do that? Witchy Woo Woman. I just love her personality so much. Anyways, let's see. Hopefully y'all got that. But I'm going to put it, you know me, I like to do like a little summary write-up in the description box on my website. Y'all, that's why I'm going crazy. I need to be like other YouTubers where they just put like one little line and I'm like, I can't. I just can't. Okay, so the other, which ties into my books. Okay, the other web or YouTube. So I follow this YouTube channel called Sounds True, which apparently has a podcast on there that I like. Sounds True has like, I don't know, anyways, I'll show you guys. But the reason why I'm excited about it is because on a fluke, I was going through the homepage on YouTube. Like, what can I watch? I'm just needing something to be playing in the background so that way I can just do whatever I was doing. Maybe I was editing a video. I don't know. Writing up a summary for a client. Who knows? I don't know what I was doing. I can't remember. But this lady came on this podcast on the YouTube channel thing, and she is Terri Cole, and she wrote Becoming Boundary Boss. Hold on. I'm going to share that with y'all. So that way you can see what I'm talking about. Because I got to practice sharing. Y'all are my thank you for being the ones who are here while I'm learning StreamYard. Okay, so let's go here. So Becoming a Boundary Boss with Terri Cole. This lady right here is Terri Cole. And then the host of this Sounds True podcast her name's Tammy Simon of Insights at the Edge. And I'm not going to lie. My boundaries are all over the place. Okay. So, and what I mean by that is, and let me show you what I end up doing since we're here. I end up buying this book on May 12th under both my Audible. That's how important this subject matter was for me. Audible and Kindle. So she has certain activities that you can do, journal prompts, different things like that, or just different like quizzes, stuff like that I wanted to have on the Kindle that I could visually kind of look through and kind of flip through. And then the Audible to play as I'm moving around my day. I listened to the podcast and stopped everything and was just listening captively. Like, I realized I'm so worried about how other people are feeling, and she talks about this at length, how other people are feeling. I'm more concerned about their feelings, their worries, or their letdown if I can't come through, that I might put aside what I don't feel like doing or what I don't, like I'm not called to do. I'll put that aside and just acquiesce. And yeah, I'm tired of it. Hold on. So we're going to exit out of that for a moment. So that was also part of one of my books that I've been working on and reading this month in May. That kind of, because when I talk about my month in review, I like to talk about books I've been working with and reading. That's one of the books. But it's also the podcast. Like, what I mean by this too is I am still very much learning who I am as a person who's working and making a living for herself. For 20 or even longer than that. I mean, I'm not counting, I'm counting from the time I started working professionally at the age of like 18 till like 40. I worked for someone. It was easy for me to say, I'm busy, guys. I can't hang out right now because I have to work 40, 50, 60 plus hours a week. And I was a young mother. I have kids, I just can't. I had that as a crutch. But now that I'm self-employed, doing readings full time and living out here, I'm learning who I am as someone who has to now structure her time in the midst of people who want to. And I'm like, I always say, I'm flattered. It's so funny to me that I'm like so honored and flattered and love people. And I would love it if I could just spend all the time with them. But I also really want to focus on the things I'm putting out there. Like for Tarothon, right? Like all this week, I've had to feel like a Debbie Downer and be like, sorry guys, no, can't hang out now. Can I get a brain check? And I feel guilty. I feel guilty when I don't need to be feeling guilty. So I'm learning how to deal with the boundaries that have shifted because of who I am now and because of my changed circumstances. So yeah, that was on YouTube. And I must have saw it around when I bought the book, because as soon, like, it was like the next day after I listened to it on Sounds True on that channel, I bought the book, and it's so good. It's really, really good. And as a tarot reader, I'm always reading books like that, because the bulk of my readings are love-based, relationship-based readings. So I inform my reading, like, for my clients, from all different vantage points. Yes, of course, the cards. Yes, certainly my intuition. But it's important for me to kind of know the right lingo when I see something come up in a tarot card. I'm not a therapist, by the way, but you know what I mean? Like, it's just important to have the lexicon to be able to say things to your clients that they need to hear. Okay, so I'm always reading books like that too. And because I have friends who like to confide in me. So it's just helpful. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. That's right. That is it. Because, and I'm thinking, oh, well, they're hustling like I am. First of all, I'm from California. So inherently for me and my friends from California, we were working, like work, work, work. So I didn't even have to really think much about it, because most of my friends were from we worked at the same job. So we working together. There's no question about what we were doing. But out here it's different. Everybody just assumed I'm on vacation. I'm not on vacation. That's the other problem. I'm not on vacation. I came, one of the main reasons I wanted to come here was to drop my living expenses, and be able to do what I love to do full time. But I'm still trying to figure out, my schedule and how I want to work and what are my best work times, not based on, what my boss wants. Now I'm the boss. And so it's just been this big old thing for me. Kind of tired of it. So that's why I end up getting the books, like the book. And so that knocks out one of the books I was going to talk about. But yeah, it's my job. It's my job. So I've been working with that. And y'all know I'm very honest. I like to keep it real. I like to just, let y'all know what I've been up to and what I've been feeling. Because it's not, it's like, oh, you're in paradise. Yes, it's beautiful, but there's a lot of worries and uncertainties and, anxieties and very human things that I have to face and deal with, and vulnerabilities that I've never dealt with before. So, I don't know. Okay, so those were my two YouTube. I didn't get very far, did I? Those were my two YouTube channels that I wanted to talk about. They'll be in the description box, so you can check those out. Please check them, especially if nobody else, check out Witchy Woo Woman's channel. And she mentioned in that video that she's going to be she's more present on Instagram too. So I'm definitely going to check out her Instagram as well. All right, so going to quickly move through so we can get to those depths. But I just want to mention my random goodies. My random goodies are my divination dice. I had these made. I can't say I made them, but I had them made. I'm going to link in the description box the video that I talk about my divination dice, my magic dice. Because I've been using or working on the hotlines, and sometimes y'all, especially like for chat type of readings, I don't want to even toss the card. I just throw these down. They got, I use a dice making company, and they have different timing, days, weeks, years, seasons, a season, months. And then these are my two number or ones with numbers going up to 5 with a blank side. And then I have a dice with definitely, no, TB, or like to be determined, maybe, not now. It's kind of like Magic 8 Ball. Yes, you know. So, and so depending on their question, I just and toss them and see what comes up. And they're spot on. My kids love them. They actually, I have to, like, my daughter will go get them and I have to like go find them, like, hey, respect the dice. But my boys, when I was in the States, they would be like, can we ask the dice? You know, I'm like, yes, we could ask the dice. So they have been a nice comfort to have here. I love how portable they are. And I love that I made them. Like, so there's that. Moving on to, okay, books. I'm just going to show you guys quickly. I already talked about the Boundary Boss one. I'm going to talk to you now about the Hoodoo for beginners. So as you know, I'm doing the Hudu Tarot study group. And I've been wanting to do a lot of reading, and I have been doing a lot of reading, and also scholarly documents from African American people who wrote like dissertations discussing hoodoo and discussing, you know, growing up in the rural South and then the different spiritual practices that happen there. So that's what I've been reading up on a lot on this month. I shared one of the academic essays in the Facebook group, but and I also read the Hudu Tarot, Tiana, I think that's her first, McQuiller's Rootwork book, her Hoodoo book that she wrote. I wonder if it's even here. You know, sometimes it'll be in your, you could check this out. Check this out. So there's her tarot deck. So Hoodoo for Beginners by Angelie, Belard. And I like this book. I read it and it was a quick read. I had it on Kindle, so not a biggie for me to get into. So we have an ongoing list in the Facebook group of people are adding to the thread. I think I want to pin it somehow up there, where people put book recommendations or books they've read, or, you know, like for me, I added an academic essay, and I've been doing more of that kind of reading too. So I've been just going through and picking which books I want to read based off of books I had on my own list, and then I also recognized that we had put, you know, same book recommendations, things of that nature. So anyways, there she is. It's a good book. It's a good book. When I get out of here, I want to go back to me. Okay. So, and then another book I won't share, but it was recommended to me, called Quiet. And it's by Susan Cain. And it's a book about introverts. And that actually, I'm still in the process. I have it on Audible. I'm still in the process of finishing it. But that in conjunction with the Boundary book has been really helpful for me, you know, getting reacquainted with myself and reacquainted with how I like the inner workings of me. So it's been cool. So that book, and you know who you are. Thank you for making the recommendation. I appreciate it, because I think you made the recommendation in the last live that I did for April month in review. So thank you. It's a really good book. It's always, you know, I know a lot of people don't like to put labels labels like, oh, you're an introvert, oh, you're an extrovert. And I know we all are somewhere in between. We are. But there's some of us who tend to be more one way than the other. And when you start to rail against who you are, like, you know, like different things that you like that make you tick, and you start to ignore that and compromise that, it starts to create a burnout situation. And it's just not healthy. Just not healthy. So thank you. That's it for book recommendations. Okay, so we're moving on to crystals. This is my Shungite. Shungite. Can you see it? It's shaped like Africa, and that's why I love it so much. I've been keeping this close by me on the reading table, and it's very helpful in grounding, but then also the work that I'm doing with the Hudu Tarot, just accessing like ancient wisdom, ancestral wisdom, and such. I like having this stone, and I love that it's shaped like Africa. It makes me I don't know, I just love it. Just even the way it fits in my hand. What crystals have you guys been using lately? What crystals have you been called to, and what attribute of that crystal are you drawn to that you felt like you needed? The properties, the healing properties and such. Curious to hear from you. Okay, now we're getting to the decks. We are getting to the decks. We're going to talk Oracle first. So, sorry guys, gotta reach. They're back here. I'm like, I cannot wait till I get my office space. Like, it's like we're so close, like in another couple of months. It might not even be that long, but I'm just telling myself a couple of months in case like it does take that long. But I'm gonna set it up. It's like I just have it envisioned how I'm gonna have it, where it's just everything's easily accessible and all that. Sorry, I digress. This deck, this is the Intuitive Life Coaching Oracle by Kelly T. Smith. Now, not a fan of the fact that it is large. It is large. And because it's glossy and, and big, and there's what, 80 cards? Let me see. Yeah. I thought the box said readily available. No, 77. May as well be. Because of that, it makes it hard to shuffle, but it's still a worthwhile deck to work with, because the guidebook is really good. Look how chunky it is. And let me show you. I use jumpers. And so I do weekly draws for myself right now, usually like 3 cards, 2 to 3 cards for the week. And so I've been using this particular deck. And I got, let's see, Connection. Sorry, I keep being distracted looking for my daughter. Entrepreneur. You got your key phrase here. It says, be on the lookout for exciting business opportunities to unfold. And I got Natural Born Leader. You were born to lead others. It is a part of your life's path. But then you got this cool guidebook. And so it's Intuitive Life Coaching Oracle. And it's like, I've talked about it before. It's been in some of my other month in reviews. But, let me see. Yeah, I really enjoy it. Power Struggle. It's got like a tapestry look to it. And I like the tapestry look. I do. Speaking of. And I use it for client readings too when I'm not using it for my weekly draws. So each month I change it up. It's spiritual teacher. I like that one. I'll get a new oracle deck or maybe a tarot deck that I use for my weekly draws. I did something similar in the States when I was there. Obsession, I like that one. But it was hit or miss because I was so busy. I'm still busy, actually quite busier, I think. But I make time for my weekly draws. Hi, Nomi, Jennifer K. I know you told us the last time. She was like, Nomi is your alter ego. Okay, be safe. Thank you for checking in. I'm so happy you are here. Yeah, and if you can get this deck on Amazon. And where did I put my, oh, there they are. I like when that happens. I like when it's like something that you can easily get and it's not always where you kind of feel lust and work for it. Now, there's a time and a place for that too. But, wait, is that my daughter? No. Check. Sorry, you're going to hear motos and things like that in the background. It'll be quite loud. I'm surprised you don't hear my neighbors bumping their music because that happens. Okay, so next oracle. Where are we? I also talked about this one. And it is, and I'm not going to lie, it is expensive, but I've spent money on decks, so and I use it for primarily client readings, but I also use it for readings for myself. And this is the Career and Money Oracle. I have recently, I don't think I did an unboxing, I think I did a walkthrough. And you guys are going to probably find that I'm more than likely going to be doing walkthroughs from here on out because of the fact that the decks have to come and I have to inspect them and make sure that they're all good and stuff like that. I will have to open them. And I want it to be a true unboxing situation. You know what I'm saying? I want it to be authentic. So here, let's go through some of these. What's great about these is if you are doing client readings, and you just need, the keyword is great. It's stock images, sure. But it also shines because she has these like little key phrases here. And it's career and money and abundance and even physical well-being. And I think it's 100 cards, I think. Stability. It's a lot of cards. So it really has replaced like my Doreen Virtue collection in terms of, I still will bust those out from time to time, like the Butterfly Oracle, the Life Purpose Oracle, and the Angels of Abundance. But honestly, this one kind of like replaces all of them. But every now and then, I don't know why, I still use them. She don't want me to, though. But I still do. Look at Destiny. Okay. So that is the Career and Money Oracle. And I use it a lot. It's glossy, but actually I find that because I use it so much, I'm kind of grateful in this instance. And it's good gloss because it's not doing that weird peeling that sometimes gloss does. I hate that. It's good. So it makes me feel good about manifesting a good Career and Money Oracle deck that I can use over and over and over again, multiple times a day. Yes. Okay, last but not least, we're going to talk about the Divine Muses Oracle. Okay, this is a special deck. It's by Marie Bento. Hold on, getting her out of her bag. It's such a cute bag. I love this deck. So I've been using it. I've been wanting to find different decks I'm going to use with my Hudu Tarot. You guys know I like to do tarot combos where I am seeing how the tarot deck visually and also energetically work with an oracle deck. It's a thing for me. And so I was like, I'm going to check out the Divine Muses. I don't always grab for it, but when I do start grabbing for it, then it's like, oh my gosh, it's like we're old friends and reconnecting again. So here's the backs. And let's make sure. The Divine Muses. I mentioned it earlier, the Lua Tarot. And I really love that deck too. I really do. It's the Snow Queen. Love the coloring of it and collage. Y'all know I'm a fan of collage. And it actually plays really beautifully, as you will see in some of my upcoming videos for the Hudu Tarot Study Group. Obviously, I'm going to be busting out some various oracle decks from time to time. And you'll get to see. You'll get to see it. Hi, Kashish. How are you? Thank you for joining. Hello. Let me do a proper hello. Hello. So we're going through the Divine Muses. Isn't this one a great one? Ancestors. So yes, I'll do a couple more. Says resonance. I like that word a lot. Muse of history. There's like, I want to say 4 muses. Muses of comedy, or I can't remember. Don't quote me. I know it's like 4 muses, I believe. Totem of Fire, which is inspired by the wand suit of the Tarot. Lion Heart. Yeah. Anyways. Okay. All right. The Divine Muses Oracle. Now we are moving on to, and before I move on, here's the thick, chunky guidebook to this deck, which is phenomenal. Thank you, Marie, for such a beautiful oracle deck. So now let us move to, last but not least, the Tarot. So I haven't really worked with a whole lot of different ones, right? Because I'm working, doing readings, and then I've been doing tarot study groups. So either that would be the Herb Crafters Tarot, which I've been talking about a lot. So I wasn't going to do that. Then we have this one. This is the Hudu Tarot. You guys are going to hear a lot about this one. Sorry, not sorry. And yeah, let me see. I like that. The Hudu Tarot. I've been reconnecting with it again, and I just love it so much. I really do. I'm so grateful that everybody's excited about doing the tarot study group, and yeah, it's just it's beautiful. So I'm not going to show too much because you've probably seen, I have now quite a few videos already about this deck. So yeah. Anyways, the Hudu Tarot. Moving on. Let's see. And then I just did the walkthrough of the Tazama African Tarot. Wow. Just wow. Love this deck so much. African Tarot guidebook. See the walkthrough for the full flip through. I'm not going to go through all of them here. Let's just show you. Gray cardstock. I talk all about that, and it's beautiful. I don't hear a lot about this one. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Because y'all are going to hear about it. And you can get it right now on the seller is using Amazon as the distributor for this deck. which is cool because this is another deck that got here pretty fast. Look at that. Look at that gold. Look at the backs. Oh. So yeah, out here, I wanted to show you guys. This is the 7 of Wands. And here, I was looking at the wands. Oh. Do not drop this deck. Kim. No. Not on that tile floor. No, that would be so sad. Okay, so here is the 7 of Wands, right? And there are 7 wands. I talk about that in the walkthrough. And I'm just asking you guys, if you have this deck, what do you know about the shift of image? Now, of course, a creator can go in any different direction. And I sometimes love when that happens. But it just threw me for a loop because here is the 6 of Wands. And this looks more traditionally like the 7 of Wands. So, but I'm going to, like I said in the video, I'm going to work with it because I really like this deck. I am quite smitten with it. It's luxurious. And it's been a while since I've spoiled myself with a luxurious deck purchase. And I'm glad I did. So, yeah. Do you all have this deck? What do you think about it? I want to hear from you. It is gorgeous. Tarot guidebook. Let's see. Oh, one more, and then we'll wrap up. We'll wrap up for the day. Here's the Victorian Romantic Tarot, and this is by Alex Ukolov and Career&Money. And I just heard that. Well, I kind of knew. I hadn't been following the news carefully, but the 4th edition, this deck on Baba Studios will go, it's in pre-orders right now. So, and I think it'll probably be fall or winter. I don't know, fall or winter when people would be getting their copies. So that's exciting. I love this edition. This was gifted to me and it is gorgeous. Like I've decided probably for June, it feels like such a, for me, a summertime deck. I want to use it for love readings. Not in person. I'm not having anyone touch my deck. Sorry. Here is the 10 of Cups. I'm trying to get the pretty gold pops. It's so beautiful. Oh my gosh. It's so beautiful. Here's the 8 of Cups. So expressive and just so evocative, and I don't know what to say. It's just so beautiful. And know that there's changes that are going to be made to some of the cards. So the 4th edition, if you have other editions and you are the type who likes to collect the multiple editions, nothing wrong with that. I'm personally not going to do that, but I get why people would, because there's always slight changes to the cards, with Baba Studios that, if you're a true collector, it makes, collecting them a beautiful, fun experience, because the backs on the 4th edition are different. There's different cards, and the compendium, the book, like the more thick standalone book you can buy for the Victorian Romantic on Baba Studios website, it's tailored towards the 4th edition. So at first I was like, oh, I'm going to go ahead and get it. But then I was like, I don't know. I don't know if it's for the 4th edition. There's additional cards, and I'm not planning on getting the 4th edition because I actually really like this edition. This was the edition I wanted and hoped for and dreamed of, and then it was gifted to me by a beautiful soul. I was like, I don't need no other editions. So this is the Victorian Romantic. So I do plan to use this one in June, maybe starting even like today. I want to be gentle though, because my Bohemian Gothic, I ended up using it like crazy and it started to bow. like started to bow or whatever you call it. Bow. Start to do a thing, like bend, and I don't want to mess that up with this one. But on the other hand, I do want to use it. So yeah, no. You gotta do what you gotta do. So I'm just gonna be gentle. I'm gonna use it and be gentle. Be gentle. But I am gonna use it because it's quite beautiful, and I need some dreamy, like beautiful scenes and to dive into. You know, that's the beautiful thing about tarot and oracle cards and Lenormand and things. You can dive into the images and get lost in their stories. So, and get lost in the stories of our querents' questions. And this is a little bit of escapism at times, you know? The whole thing, escapism. All right, guys. Well, I have kept you on for a long time. It's been an hour and 5 minutes. I'm so happy you joined me, even if you watch the replay later. Thank you. Yeah, we will catch up. Don't forget on Sunday, it's basically leading into, at least in the U.S., Memorial Day weekend. And I think that it's another holiday. I forgot what Simon said. Boxing Day? I can't remember, but I think that's what it is. So Tarothon, I cannot wait to see your beautiful faces in the virtual halls of our tarot conference, is how I like to think of it. And I can't wait to see all of you in the Hoodoo Tarot Study Group. So yeah, I'll see you all around. Thanks again for joining me. And thanks again to new subscribers, as well as my day one subscribers. You guys are the best. All right. Bye. Take good care.